I want to tell you the story of how addiction changed my life and basically saved me. So when I was 10, 11 years old, that's when I started playing Fortnite. This was like, point where everybody was playing it. I was only like in 5th or 4th grade and everybody was talking about, oh yeah, the new skins, the new season 5 and 6 and shit like that. We were playing all day long. And to be fair, I remember my friends had recommended to me for such a long time. I had a PlayStation and PS4 I never used. But then one day I decided to give it a go. And it wasn't more than 1 week and I was already like, I've never been so addicted to a game. Like until then I had only watched like Minecraft videos on YouTube, but now I was completely addicted to Fortnite. I was trying to learn how to build better, editing, I learned about something called Builder Pro, which was on controller, and I just played all day, all night. I'd play with random fills, I'd do challenges, I'd buy the battle pass, I'd do everything. I wanted new skins, I wanted to get better, I want to beat my classmates. I was playing all the fucking time, bro. I was so addicted to this game. And I was not old, so I didn't know that game was bad. I just knew my mom sometimes told me like, oh yeah, stop playing the game, come outside and do something real. But it was just harmless, right? And I didn't know that this was a thing. And then one day in school we started learning, I know this is a weird shift, but then we started learning about chess. We had in mathematics, then one time a week we would change mathematics for playing chess, and we started learning the game, and I thought it was quite interesting, because it was basically a game of complete strategy. There was no luck or anything involved, and I started to like this chess thing. And then once we were finished, we learned how all the pieces move. I was shit at this point, I bet I couldn't even finish a game, bro. I didn't know any like end game thing or nothing. But yeah, you probably don't know either if you haven't played chess. But then we have this tournament at school, and we have like 5 games we have to play. I win 3 and I make 1 I draw, and then the last one I lose. And now I'm hooked, and now I want to play chess. So I asked my mom, I think I'm around like 11 years old at this point, can I go to like a chess club? And she's like, oh yeah, we'll find one. And we find the chess club. So I go to the chess club, I try it out, and from day one, it's just, I love it. There's strategy, there's everything. This is all I long for, because it's kind of like the game of Fortnite. But this was just something else, This was something that, was also fun, but it was more like in the real world. And I started playing and I started watching videos, like literally, I'm not even trolling. After the first day we have the chess training, I'll just call it that, I went home and I watched like 5 videos on how to do the, whatever trap, the checkmate in 4 moves. I watch every video on chess. I'd be so obsessed about just improving, and it wasn't long until literally, so like in my chess club, there were like 3 teams that you could be on, and obviously I was on the worst one at first because I'm a beginner, I don't know shit. And it wasn't long until on that first team, nobody on the team wanted to play against me, because they knew that they would get their ass kicked, because I had just grinded. Even though these people had been there for months and years, I kind of, I just got addicted to it immediately, and I worked so hard. So I got really good at chess and I beat everyone, and that's when I lost my addiction. Because basically where I want to go with this is that I became addicted to chess, just like I was addicted to playing video games. My addiction to chess basically saved me, and it made me feel that you can have an obsession, you can have something that you can be so passionate about. But obviously I was only like 11, 12 years old at this point, so I had no idea how this was going to help me later on in life. But then I get through a period where my life feels kind of nothing is really going on, because I was so used to just beating everyone in chess. So I kind of got uninterested because there was no like new challenge. And that's when I got like complacent. I wasn't as addicted, I didn't play all the time, I didn't watch videos, I didn't do all this stuff. And so I started getting complacent, and I started feeling a little bit worse, because now I didn't really have anything to do. I just watch some YouTube videos at home and be in school, be with my friends. I didn't really do anything. And so I felt worse and worse and worse. But then we went on this one chess camp where we're playing all time, and people like these people from the next team that I could be moving up to, as I said, there's 3 teams. They started seeing me like, oh yeah, this guy's actually pretty good at playing, right? And I was kind of like uninterested with chess at this point, because I was, oh yeah, I don't really want to play anymore. But then I got onto the next team, bro, and it was like immediately after I did that, I was obsessed again. And now this time I was really addicted. I thought that chess was gonna be my thing. Like I in the back of my mind I thought I'm gonna be doing this for the rest of my life, because I was playing 4 hours a day. I was watching Magnus Carlsen interviews. I had a training program that my chess club trainer, he specifically made it for me. So I had like, on Monday you're going to do blitz, and on Tuesday you're going to be watching and learning the Spanish opening, and then you're going to, I played all the time. I couldn't sleep because I was thinking about how, memorizing the new opening and trying to understand the moves. This was the point where I got to, and I got even better, bro. I got to the point where now I was one of the best ones on this next team. I got so good at chess that literally the one guy who was on that second team, the next best team, when I started, who like beat me every time, I got to the point where I was just as good as him. I won over him multiple times within like only a couple months, because I was just so addicted. I was addicted to doing this thing. But to not really keep talking about this this chess addiction that I had, COVID came. I got demotivated because my friends stopped playing it, my trainers got off, and I lost my addiction. And that's when it happens again. I get addicted to Fortnite, I get addicted to video games, I get addicted to Rocket League, where you can trade money, the credits on there, I'll make a lot of money. I get addicted to video games, and that was happening for a couple of years, and that's, you've already heard my story. Then I found self-improvement, and that became my new addiction. I've actually, and this was when I realized, because I found self-improvement and I became obsessed. And at first I didn't think about it, but this past year I've realized how much addiction has changed my life and saved me, because I have an addictive personality, as you can tell by this video. If there's something that I like, I get addicted to it, and I work so hard and get completely fixated on that one thing. And if you click on this video, you probably relate to that feeling, right? And so I realized, if we can get addicted to the right things, we can produce so crazy results. Like as I said, I didn't get like pro on Fortnite or anything, but let me tell you, and I know this is probably like, you don't really care about these results because it's results that don't matter. But in Rocket League, I got an account that was worth 100,000 credits. Now, if you haven't played Rocket League, you don't know how much that is, but that's really a lot, at least at the point when I played. And I worked hard for it. I was trading items, all this stuff. And the same thing with chess. I was undefeated in a tournament, and I won over so many people. I felt like I was unstoppable simply because of my addiction. I was so obsessed over that one thing. And now I've realized how important this is, because if you have an addictive personality, you can use it to your advantage. And that's when I realized that balance maybe isn't the real thing. Maybe balance isn't, everybody tells you, oh yeah, eat a balanced diet, live a balanced life. I feel like maybe obsession and like extreme life is underrated, because I feel like that the moment you get addicted to building your dream life, everything changes. Like, I've gotten addicted to making YouTube videos talking about self-improvement. Now I've realized how I can use this addictive personality for something good. I've realized that if I can, instead of being addicted to fucking Fortnite, if I can be addicted to making YouTube videos and scripting and editing and recording videos, bro, I can produce, not only can I make a living off of it, but I can help so many people, and I can use my addictive personality to actually get shit done. That's the thing. And the thing is, as I said with chess, once I got complacent with chess, I felt worse. When you actually have a purpose, something you're working towards, something that that's the same thing with YouTube. I started not being able to sleep because I was like thinking about how I was going to make my next video, the script, the thumbnail, the idea. I've sometimes, when I've been on a walk with my family, I've been to I was just thinking of an idea, and then I'd grab my phone and I'd literally write it down as I was talking to my family, bro. That's the thing. I don't feel like, okay, and this is where how addiction saved my life, and why I think addiction obsession isn't the worst thing, because let me be honest, obsession isn't bad when it's with the right thing, because of course it's horrible that, you know, to be addicted to Fortnite and Rocket League and stuff like that. But again, when I use it with chess or, you know, YouTube now, it's so useful because I can help a fuck ton of people. Like the past year, I've been so focused on YouTube. Literally, it's the only thing I've been thinking about. It's been so fixated in my mind, and I'm so grateful for it. Like I haven't gotten, you know, immense, like insane results, but I've still gotten, you know, most people would have probably quit by now. You know, I've made so many videos. It got to the point that I uploaded a video every day without like fail for 3 months. Think about it. I made 91 videos in 91 days. I worked all the time. I got to the point where I started waking up at 5 a.m. just to do this work. I get paid nothing. That's the thing. I didn't get paid to play chess 4 hours a day. I don't get paid to make these YouTube videos, but I still do it. And the thing is, you know, obviously I can get paid to make these videos, and I could get paid to beat chess. But that's the thing. If you can become addicted to something, you can make a living off of the things that you actually like, and you'll know if you like them, because you might be trying to do drop shipping. But if it doesn't keep you up at night, if it doesn't make you obsessed like I've just told you about with me playing chess and, you know, doing YouTube videos, maybe that's not the right thing for you. Because to be honest, I couldn't care if I had made money off of chess or made money off of YouTube. I just enjoy doing this and knowing that I'm helping someone and even helping myself. So, yeah, addiction can really save your life. It can make you actually change. And I think the reason why that I was able to get so far ahead of people in such a small time frame was simply because that I was addicted. I was so obsessed. I kept doing it. I wouldn't stop. I used all my time on that one thing. So if you want to make a lot of progress in your life, find that thing that you actually care about, something you can get addicted to, and just obsess over it. You'll become like literally the results, you're gonna get them so much faster than most people. And again, it's gonna make you stop feeling lost. And you know, as I said, when I got complacent with chess, I felt worse. My life was like meaningless. This gives you meaning, and it gives you something. And if you can find something that is meaningful to you, and it gives you like a better life quality, and it helps others, bro, that's literally the golden thing. And I feel like that's what I've found here with YouTube. Like, I help you, I help myself, and I do something I really like, and I'm actually really good at it. Or you know, that was kind of arrogant, but I'm actually getting better at it. Just like with chess, you know, I wasn't the best chess player. Like, I was only like 1800 rated, but I was still getting better every day. I'm trying to improve. And that's exactly how obsession can change and save your life. And if you want my help with building a life just like this, just like I have done with obsession, with building the right habits, finding the right thing to obsess over, then I think you'll really be interested in Discipline Club. It's the first link in the description. And yeah, this was exactly how addiction saved my life. Alright, that's it. Put one foot in front of the other.